Let's give you some instructions on how to assemble your bench when it arrives. Okay, first of all, you're going to want to find the top. If you flip it over, there'll be some markings on the bottom. So on a soft surface, just lay this down where the finished top side is against the floor. And there's some arrows, and those arrows will be pointing towards you. Okay. Next, we're going to grab our top support piece. It'll look just like this. You'll have a taller edge right here. That taller edge is going to go on the front right here, facing towards me, just like that. Next, we're going to grab our bench ends. So from where I'm sitting, they'll either have an R or an L on where I'm sitting. This one has an R, so it's going to go on my right side. It's also labeled right here with an R. So we're going to set it right here. Find your hardware pack, some silver screws. These screws work with either a Phillips or a number 2 square bit. You can either use a screwdriver or a long drill bit like this. You can get these drill bits at any hardware store. I prefer a number 2 square. It just seems like they work better, but Phillips also works. Okay, so we'll just hold it tight against right here. We're gonna make sure it's flush along this front edge. And there's 3 pocket screws that go in. Everything's pre-drilled, so it should all line up. On the other end, we're going to do the same thing. Set it on the end here, make sure it's even along this front edge. Just kind of apply some pressure on the front side of it here as you're screwing it in. Screws just screw it down to where it feels solid, where they come together tight. It's careful not to over tighten them. Okay, next, there's some lines on the bench top. You just want to put the bench, I see those red lines that you see in the video, but there's some lines. You just want to put the corners of the bench inside those lines. There should be an even amount of overhang all the way around on this top. Next, I'm going to come in here. There's some holes right here. Now this other end, make sure it's inside those lines. We'll put another one right here. And one goes in here. Here. Two that go right here. Okay, once we got that done, we're going to grab our center divider piece. Look like this. There's going to be an arrow on the bottom right here. Again, point that arrow towards you. It's going to go on the left side of the center block right here. Sets right inside that little notch. 2 screws. Again, place pressure on the back of here as you're screwing it in. Okay, now we're going to grab our shelf. Shelves. It helps if you have some help. I'm going to do it myself here, but you'll see this one's labeled with an L. So where I'm sitting, it's going to go on my left side, the arrow pointing towards me. So what we'll do is just set it in right here. There's some lines. It's probably a little hard to see in the video, but there's some lines right here. The bottom of this shelf will go even with that line, right? So it'll go even with that line, and it'll be even along the front edge out here. Okay, screw in, go down here, same thing, there's a line, even with that line, even along this front edge. Screw. Another screw right here. Side shelf. And do the exact same thing on this side. The arrow facing towards me. It's actually easier if you set your screws inside these little pocket holes so they're there when you need them. Okay. You may need to apply a little bit of pressure pushing out on this to get this to slide into place. There we go. Just like that. Okay, now we're ready for a bottom floor piece. Notice again the arrows and the taller front edge is going to be on the front side of the bench. Just going to set it in right like this. Again, there's a line right here, but even with that line, even along this front edge, install your screws. Same thing on this side. Done here, got 2 more screws. Center divider, just make sure it's even along this front edge. So I need to push it a little bit, make sure it's even or flush along the front edge. And then install the screws. Okay, and there's a support block that goes in the bottom. It's going to go inside these markings right here, arrow pointing towards you, just like that. 2 screws. Final step here. Little corner support blocks. They're going to be labeled on the bottom with an R and L. So this is my right side one where it's unfinished, where it has the marking on it. It's going to go down against the bench like this, right into the corner. Install the screw. Okay, the left side over here. Same thing. Okay. Now here, if you have some help, again, it's a pretty heavy bench, but let's flip it up here. There you go. So let me know if you have any questions or any issues with assembly, anything like that. Thank you.